Hello everyone, I am Preeti. My seminar topic is Roadmap to Sixth Generation under the guidance of Professor Lingraj, Department of CSE, RYMAC. Now let us quickly dive into the contents of today's topic. We have introduction, objective, area of the project, methodology, benefits to the society, drawbacks, conclusion, and references. Introduction. In the recent days, we have seen the upsurge use of mobile applications, especially those supported by artificial intelligence, has spurring heated discussions of wireless communication. While 5G is introduced around the world, there are various efforts from industries have started to look beyond 5G and conceptualize sixth generation. 6G will go beyond mobile internet and will be required to support ubiquitous AI services from the core to the end devices of the network. Meanwhile, AI will play a critical role in designing and optimizing sixth generation architectures, protocols, and operations. Here, the potential technologies for 6G to enable mobile AI applications as well as AI enabled methodologies for 6G network design and optimization. We envision sixth generation to undergo an unprecedented transformation that will make it comparatively and substantially different from the previous generations of wireless cellular systems. So the objective is the wireless communications industry is one of the few industry sector that have kept a fast growing trend with the creative features for a number of decades. The current 4G LTE networks have led to the thriving of mobile internet, enabling various innovative applications such as mobile shopping and payment, smart home or smart city, mobile gaming, and so on. The great success of mobile internet has in turn been a driving force behind the evolution of wireless technologies. The upcoming 5G network will support a wide range of services including EMBB, which is Enhanced Mobile Broadband, URLLC, which is ultra reliable and low latency communications, and MMTC, which is massive machine type communications. Compared to other feedback systems like clickers or back channel systems, this AR prototype avoids teachers diverting their gaze and interrupting the class to access the students' feedback. While 5G is still at an initial stage, we maintain the sustainability and competitiveness of wireless communication systems. It is time for both the industry and academia to think about what 6G will be. So there are already initiatives describing the roadmap towards sixth generation along with the emerging trends and requirements, as well as various enabling techniques and architectures. So our area of project is mainly machine learning and big data analytics. Uh, I'll define, I'll give a brief definition about these technologies. Machine learning can be defined as an application of AI that provides systems the ability to automatically learn and improve from experience without being explicitly programmed. And big data analytics. Big data is a field that treats ways to analyze, systematically extract information from, or otherwise deal with data sets that are too large or complex to be dealt with the traditional data processing application softwares. Methodology. This architecture here is the architecture of the sixth generation. Let us have a brief discussion about the architecture. The roadmap to 6G is depicted in the figure as shown here, which is plotted based on the strategic plans of various standard bodies and is also projected based on the 5G status. Key performance indicators and service types are also illustrated here. Meanwhile, a potential network architecture of sixth generation is shown here. We envision that AI will greatly enhance the situational awareness of network operators and enable closed loop optimization to support the new service types as mentioned in the figure here. And the other important section is From network softwareization to network intelligentization, we envision that 6G will take network softwareization to new level, namely toward network intelligentization. In 5G, the non-radio aspect has been more and more important and has been the key driver behind the recent efforts on softwareization. More specifically, two key 5G technologies are software defined networking, that is SDN, and network functions virtualization, NFV, which have moved modern communication networks towards software based virtual networks. They also enable network slicing, which can provide a powerful virtualization capability to allow multiple virtual networks to be created atop a shared physical infrastructure. Nevertheless, as the network is becoming more complex and more heterogeneous, softwareization is not going to be sufficient for 6th generation. In particular, to support AI based applications, the network entities have to support diverse capabilities, including communications, content caching, computing, and even wireless power transfer. Furthermore, with the open of the scale up commercial deployment of the 5G network, more and more researchers and related organizations began to consider the next generation of the mobile communication system. Firstly, the future 6th generation vision could be summarized with four keywords, that is intelligent connectivity, deep connectivity, holographic connectivity, and ubiquitous connectivity. These four keywords constitute the 6G overall vision of wherever you think, everything follows your heart. So then, the potential key technologies of 6th generation are classified and presented: communication and visible light communication fundamental technologies, including sparse theory, which is also called as compressed sensing, new channel coding technology, large scale antenna, and flexible spectrum usage. Special technical features including space, air, ground, sea integrated communications, and wireless tactile network. This diagram gives you the 6G contribution and the gap between all the generations. So, the first generation, which was introduced in 1980s, had voice calling facility, and the second generation, as shown in the figure here, which was introduced in 1990s, along with the voice calling, it had the capacity to send the SMS. And the third generation had internet, which was introduced in 2000. The fourth generation, which we are currently using, had internet of applications, which was introduced in 2010. And 5G, which was introduced recently, has massive broadband and internet of things. And the sixth generation, which is our today's topic, you can see that we have a new spectrum, disruptive technologies, cell-less networks, disaggregation and virtualization, energy efficiency, and artificial intelligence, which sixth generation takes us towards a fully digital and connected world, which is our future. Benefits of sixth generation. 6G is proposed to integrate 5G with satellite networks for global coverage. Sixth generation technology is considered to be cheap and fast internet technology. It provides high data rates and fast internet speed to access on air through wireless and mobile devices with data ranges up to 11 Gbps when traveling far distances. Drawbacks of 6G. 6G uses cell-less architecture and multi-connectivity. Hence, seamless mobility and integration of different kinds of terahertz, VLC, mmWave, sub-6 GHz need perfect scheduling. In cell-less architecture, UE connects to the RAN and not to a single cell. The challenge here is to design new network architecture. 6G uses terahertz frequencies for part of its communications. Hence, drawbacks of terahertz can be considered as drawbacks of 6G wireless technology. The terahertz frequency refers to the spectrum between zero point 0.1 to 10 terahertz electromagnetic wave with wavelength of 30 to 3000 micrometers. Terahertz waves can be widely used in the space communications, particularly suitable for use between the satellites. Terahertz signal is very sensitive to the shadows, which has great impact on coverage. Moreover, lower frequency terahertz frequency incurs larger free space fading. So, ultra large scale antenna is a major challenge in terahertz, which requires high bandwidth and massive quantitative high resolution. Processing power is major challenge in designing low power and low cost 6th generation devices. And the conclusion is an attempt to provide a forward looking research roadmap for 6G. New features of the 6th generation evolution were identified and enabling technologies were discussed. While a partial picture was presented, we hope our discussion will spur interest and further investigations on the future evolution of the cellular networks. And these are the references. Thank you.